Hey, Soul Fam. Amelia Adair here. Hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm doing good. I got a great topic for you today. I said I got a great topic for you today. Come on, Lord. Y'all know I be laughing because when you reach a certain level of peace, a lot of things just really become funny to you. It becomes, like, it's funny how that worked out, So I think oftentimes I'm laughing because I'm like, you see my cheeks are like, because I'm like, it's so funny how that worked out. Like, it's so funny. It's not, I mean, it is funny, but it's funny, like, God always got the plan. You know what I'm saying? And when you start trying to control the plan, things go as planned. Okay? Anyway, so fam, let's talk about it today. First of all, I got this new fan, right? I got a new obsession because these are so cool. Ooh. But this one isn't it's okay. I got this on Amazon. But see, this one I gotta, work. I gotta to get it to open. Now this one, I think I paid like $1 for this one. And this one is so nice. I think it's the weight on it. Hold on, let me see. It just falls so effortlessly. Anyway, and this, I got this other one too. I know I'm gonna be showing y'all my fans. Am I getting old? Probably. This one don't got no weight on it. Maybe I gotta break it in. But it's cute and small. That's what I like. Anyway. I'm gonna start collecting these because these are so definitely when you hanging out and you get hot. And if you're somebody like me, I do get hot easily. But anyway, so fam, back to topics. So fam, the Lord said you don't want to arrive to your destination worn out. Come on, Lord. And when the Lord told me this, I was laughing because I was like, sometimes we'll get to a certain place and we'll encounter, certain situations, certain people, and we'll be confused like, I worked hard to get here. I feel good. I feel this, but you'll be having a total different experience than the person next to you, And it's easy to get distracted when you arrive to a place and, you'll notice like, you'll just be like, what is going on? And the Lord was like, listen, some people arrive to their destination worn out. Okay? And I was like, ooh, that made me think. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to get to my destinations with an S. I was like, I don't want to get to my destinations worn out. So let's talk about it, so fam. Are you arriving to your destinations worn out? And don't think small. Don't think about going to the grocery store. Even though some of us even go to the grocery store worn out, it's like, take your time. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. Some of us, we are addicted to being worn out. That's exactly what it is. If you always go somewhere and you off balance and you rushing all the time, you're addicted to being worn out. Because I don't know about y'all. If I'm late, I'm late. It's like, I'm sorry. I try not to be late. I really be timing myself accordingly. But I'm not aiming to rush to that destination, okay? In the more small sense. Like, I'm not rushing to get to Walmart. I'm not rushing to get your Chick-fil-A. I'm not rushing to get to where I gotta go because I don't want to be worn out when I get there. If I got a party to go to, I'm not gonna rush and do my makeup and do all this because I don't want to be worn out when I get there. So the Lord he was like, listen, I put a vision in your head. I put a business in your path. I put a job in your path. I put a family in your path. I put a husband in your path. I put a wife in your path. I put things in your path, but I don't want you to be worn out when you get there. See, some of us, we not appreciating the process. We trying to hurry up and do it so we could be like, hey, I did that. and we could brag about it, but it's like the brag is not about getting it. Okay? The brag is about how did you get there? What did you do? How did you move? Who did you bring up? Who did you let go? What lessons did you teach? What people did you bless along the way? Some of us are really overlooking the journey every single day. When we wake up, when you're waking up, how is your energy when you wake up? What are you listening to when you wake up? Those are things that matter most. And those are things that we are overlooking because we are distracted by this world. This world is out of control. Let's keep it real. We got everyone talking about relationships. We got everyone talking about spirituality. We got everyone talking about Christians. We got everyone just talking. Even me, I'm sitting here, I'm talking. But be mindful of who you're listening to. That's one. And two, it has to logically make sense. Like, don't get so wrapped up in what one person is saying. And if you are getting wrapped up with what one person is saying, you have to pay attention to the energy and the things that it's producing. See, some of us, we so quick to kind of fight and argue and disagree and maybe agree and believe anything we hear and not go research it. Some of us, we even people that's like fighting against the word of God. You didn't even go and read the scripture yourself. You didn't even go get your own perspective. Some of us, we want to just take everyone's perspective and call it our own. You're supposed to use things to guide you, okay? When you're being guided, you're not being told exactly what to do. And that's what you got to even understand about coaching, okay? As a coach, I'm never going to tell you what to do. You have your own choices and free will. And I think even, as a coach and to other coaches, you always want to be mindful that you don't want to just be telling people what to do. That's not the purpose of coaching. You got to think about it like a basketball coach, right? A basketball coach is going to teach the team how to do a layup, how to dribble, how to work out, how to keep your body nice, right? But the coach is not going to be sitting there moving their arms during the game, okay? The coach is going to be confident, like, okay, I know I coached them to do this well. I know they're going to perform well, okay? A coach helps your performance. So when going forward and looking, you want to tighten up your performance skills. Because some of us, we're not performing well. And then when we get to our destination, we worn out. Put it back into perspective, right? Basketball, real quick. This is a great metaphor, okay? If that coach didn't coach the team well, right? You're gonna notice that the players are gonna be worn out. They're gonna be tired by the time they do one little hoop run, they're gonna be tired. They're gonna be sitting there like, coach, call me out, tag somebody else in. They're gonna need someone else to tag in and fill in because they're not performing well. They so busy focusing on getting the basket, right? That they're not paying attention to their breaths. They're not paying attention to the ball. They just on the court trying to make the most shots. If you the person on the team that's just trying to make the most shots, you're not being a team player. Okay? So understand, fam. When you're out there and you listening to advice, when you're out there and you taking this in and you learning from this and you learning from that, and you on YouTube and you following this and you listening to neighbors and you listening to friends and you listening to family members, pay attention to your performance. what information are you taking in, and how is it helping you perform? Because if something isn't helping you perform better along the journey, something ain't right. I'm gonna switch gears. Because if I'm following what you are telling me, okay, if I'm following it correctly and I'm comprehending correctly, right, then my performance should be improving. Okay, if my performance is not improving, then there's something that either one, I'm not understanding correctly, or two, I'm being guided incorrectly. So I'm not talking about anyone in particular, so I don't want to even relate it too much to, social media and things like that. But with the pandemic that came about so far, a lot of people, 99% of people kind of was indoors, right? We all were indoors. And what we did, we had our phones, right? We had our phones, we had apps, we had this, maybe we had jobs that we had to do and things like that. But we started learning from one another, and we chose what information we wanted to listen to, right? So now that you have chosen the information that you want to listen to and absorb, how are you performing? Okay? What results are you getting? What can you do to improve those results? And what did you misunderstand? Because sometimes we misinterpret information. And that is still part of the journey, because it's like, okay, now I know, what they be like, I learned the hard way. It's like, okay, I learned the hard way. All right, let me shift gears a little bit. Okay, let me try this. Let me research a new channel to look at. Maybe that's how you stumbled across me. Who knows? But always be mindful. Always reflect. Sometimes we forget about the reflection part of life. Give yourself, okay, if it's something, you someone that you on top of your game, let me reflect every week. Every week on Sunday, every week on Friday, every week on Monday. Let me reflect on my performance. Okay? Did I operate from a good space? You understand? Did I operate from love? So you want to always reflect on how you treated someone. How did you treat the stranger in the street? How did you treat your family? How did you treat your friends? How did you treat your job? How did you treat yourself? Some of us have to remember to reflect on things, and excuse me, Sophie. Reflecting is the most important part of the growth. Because as you move into each level, you gotta know, all right, what I did in this level, I'm not going to do on that level. Because after I reflected, I noticed it didn't bear the fruit I was looking for. Okay? Let's just say it like that, because it's going to bear some fruit. But was it the fruit you wanted to bear? Or was it the fruit that just appeared? Ooh. Okay now. Okay, so fam. You feeling me? You feeling me? You feeling me? You feeling me? I hope you're doing good. I hope you are staying hydrated, so fam. Make sure you are staying hydrated. Drink you some water. This sounds random, but drink you some water. Okay, calm down, relax, drink you some tea. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself as you are reflecting. Sometimes when we reflect, we are like extra critical on ourselves. Like, I mean, I get it. You want to see the best version of yourself, but that best version, sorry, I got a little itch. That best version of yourself is also developed through treating yourself nice. Okay? So when you are very hard on yourself, things will linger in the back of your mind and it'll distract you. So that's why I'm just saying this, because it's like guilty sometimes. I mean, like, then I'll be like, okay, why am I focusing on this? I need to refocus my attention. Okay, so don't spend so much of your attention on just one thing. Either way, you don't want to spend all your attention criticizing everything you did and how you didn't do it and how you could have did it, and you don't want to be so hard. You want to look at it, address it, and then move on. Look at this, address this, and then move on. Look at this, address this, and move on. We have to be able to address it. Some of us, we'll come across something and then we'll just run away from it instead of addressing it. Like, all right. So what does that look like? I'm gonna explain a perfect example of what it looks like. Right? You'll be sitting around, in your head, minding your business, hearing your song, and then a thought will pop up in your head, right? Like, maybe it's something you did, like maybe it's like, you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it. More than likely, those things come back up, like, hey, right? You want to not keep ignoring it, one, and you want to address it. Like, all right, let me just face it. Maybe you gotta write somebody. Maybe you gotta text a friend. Maybe you gotta text a family member. Just send that text. Like, hey, that's how you stop running for something. You just address it. Meaning you don't know what that outcome is going to be, but you're not afraid of the outcome either way. Rather it goes in your favor or not in your favor. It's okay. Some of us, we want to just ignore. Is running. Ignoring can be running. Okay? Take that lightly. I know us, we be thinking on some things, but ignoring can be running. So make sure you're not running when you are working on your self-love, working on building yourself, working on reflecting, working on being a better version of you. Okay, so when the whole thing, okay, so fam, so don't rush to the destination, all right? Take your time. You do not want to be the person that's worn out and beat down and angry and got all the money in the world. Okay? That is not fun. I don't want to be that. Okay? And I don't know who. I know they say money don't bring you happiness. And that's because some of us will be so focused on getting the money that we forget about working on ourselves. Don't do that. The Lord said, keep it easy, okay? Have some fun a little bit. Some of us, we don't know how to have a little fun. We just be so uptight, so ready. We be ready. Like, that's not the ready he was talking about. Okay, the ready he was talking about is get ready to enjoy yourself. Yeah, get ready to move left when somebody act a certain way, but also be ready to be easy. Mindful of our energy. Some of us, we don't be paying attention to our energy enough. Okay? All right, so fam, that's all I got for you today. I feel like I was bending down. That's because I got this new tripod. So I'm trying. The tripod is trying me, okay? I feel like I'm used to my other one. It's a little bit taller, so it looks down. This one is, I like the angle, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I'm used to. My body is used to like looking up, and I'm looking straight, which is how I should be looking. I shouldn't be looking up. But anyway, beyond the point, so fam, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Okay, I have some great stuff and great topics that's going to continue to come your way. I have some great courses that I'm going to be releasing soon, so just look out for it. Thank you for your continuous support. YouTheBomb.com, and I appreciate you. Okay, and I'm going to see you guys at the next win. Bye for now.